Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com. Feeling sluggish? Grab yourself an energy intensifier from Cardomax.com. That's going to really help wake you up in the afternoons. I can promise you that. Go to Cardomax.com, which is owned and operated by former Navy SEAL Sean Madsen, and use the promo code Nooners for 30% off your first 4 packs. Go to Cardomax.com, helping you achieve your max. What's up, James?
What's up?
And I feel times a ways ago. Maybe Chris Cornell knew.
About
everything that's going on now, and he was just like, I want out, dude. I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm out of this life. I don't fault him, Bourdain, all those guys. Kenny Rogers.
He didn't kill himself.
Yeah, he did.
How old was he?
Anyways,
so I think
he knew when to fold him.
Sure, I think the same thing about Bourdain. When that happened, I was like, he's just like over all of this, and I get it. And maybe that's why I feel so connected to him, because I'm like, if I just had one more ball than I have, because I only have one ball.
Sure.
If I had one more,
You'd have a real set of brass there, wouldn't you? Huh? A little set of danglers.
Yeah.
I mean, boom, boom, boom.
Exactly. Yeah.
You saying you're Lance Armstrong? You uniballer right now?
Yeah, because I have a little bit of balls sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I can put on bitch armor sometimes, but for the most part, no.
Bitch armor.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I've never heard that, but I like it. Yeah, bitch armor.
I thought I talked about it on the show. Maybe it was broettes.
Probably.
Anytime I have to deal with contractor or, landscape or plumber or anything, I have to put on bitch armor.
Yeah.
And then when I'm done, I crumple into a ball and start crying because I had to be a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really not that hardcore, but so it's one ball.
One ball.
And it's not even real. It's sort of the silicone thing.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with bitch armor. What's it called when it's just permanent dick armor? That's probably it, right? Dick armor?
Oh, I think they call it Ross Patterson, but listen.
Yeah, exactly. They should.
I was just thinking. So when people get post-op, they get the silicone. Do they get balls? Do they care about the balls?
You get balls. You can get if you have testicular cancer.
Sure, but
you can get a prosthetic ball put in there. So I assume it's the same situation.
Where are they putting it? They give you a fake sack and put the fake balls in there? Do they care about the balls so much? Or do they just want a shaft?
I think they do.
You think so?
I think they do.
Just aesthetically?
It's part of the presentation.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
It's the bow
Hey.
on the package.
Yeah.
It's more like the spoiler on the Honda, but...
Yeah.
I like that a lot, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah.
Thank you for using one of your golden lines here on our show not
pre-show.
Spewing amazingness before we even start recording. But anyway.
Speaking of which, we might need to...
You're what?
Oh, recording. Yeah, we might need to restart the show. Just kidding.
Oh, God damn it, dude. I would have fucking raged. I would have absolutely...
Giorgio, you weren't here Tuesday, but if you want a Christian Bale situation on your ass, you better keep it up.
Bruce!
If one more person walks by.
Jesus Christ, man. Speaking of which, this is really funny. So we're in the legal back and forth with Clear Reflections Pool Company, the worst goddamn pool company on the planet. Mm-hmm. I got the best response ever from their lawyers, which were... The clients, aka me, said you can fight me, and it's in print, so I'll get to post it and everything.
Great.
It's so great. My lawyer calls me and he goes, "Hey," and he said he recorded it, right? He goes, "He recorded it on the phone," and I go, "Awesome!" I said it on a podcast too. Like, this is all real.
Yeah.
And my lawyer goes, he goes, "Hey, did you really say that?" I go, Yeah, like multiple times. And I go, "It's legal here." And he goes, yeah, it is. And I go, "What's the response you want me to say back?" And I go, "Well, tell him the fight still stands." You can come to my fucking house. I don't
I
give a
would
shit about any
respond
of
to that and say the same thing I said on the recording is still true to this day.
That's exactly what I said in the email.
The checkbook is still sitting outside with the pen, and you can write whatever you want.
Show up at my house.
All you have to do is fight me.
That's all I want in this life. That is all I want in this life. And, look, we should be settling things by fighting now, and that's it. Because where we're headed as a country with all this other shit it's just a fucking nation full of pussies, and I'm tired of it. I don't want to. I hope that I wish he would take me up on that offer, and I could just beat him to death, just right in my own fucking front yard. And then you leave the body out, right? Because trash is on Mondays. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason in Texas, the dumpsters are huge here. That guy would easily fit in that fucking thing.
I think it's because we don't really recycle.
Maybe. We don't believe in it. I don't believe in recycling. Oh, you want me to save the planet? Fuck you, dude. I'm not saving shit. Especially since we got to get a third booster, Jabes. It's here. I haven't gotten the first two.
Wait,
third booster.
Isn't it just your first booster?
If you haven't got it yet, I guess. But now they're saying you need this third booster. We got to have this booster shot in the fall. We're recommending it now. Where the fuck did that get approved? Or is it just the same shot and they're going to give it to you again? I don't even remember that. Do you remember them approving, like FDA wise, a third booster?
It's the same formula. So if you remember getting vaccines as a kid,
mm-hmm.
I know only because I'm getting it for young kids now. So
right.
You get your first dose, and then 6 months later, they need to get a booster. It's the same thing. It's just less of what. Do you know what I mean? It just kind of makes sure. No?
No.
You didn't know that? Or you're shaking your head?
I did not know that.
Okay, so it's all approved. It's just a matter of CDC or somebody saying that you actually need more of it. Right? Which is all fucking stupid, but
all of it.
In normal vaccine world,
yeah.
Which this may be, I have no idea, but in normal vaccine world,
yeah.
That's the chain of events, right? You get your first one, you get a booster. This is as children, by the way, not usually as adults unless you really are worried about something, but
tetanus.
Tetanus.
Oh yeah.
Throughout your life.
Every 10 years. So tetanus was every 10 years.
I haven't gotten a vaccine in.
I know. And then tetanus
I don't
thing
get the
too.
flu shots or anything like that. But I mean, I'll get whatever I need to get. But I just haven't.
So the tetanus shot thing, I stopped doing that too. I don't know. 15, 20 years ago. I was just
sure.
What is that?
I mean, I know I probably should. I just don't.
Really care.
I just don't.
I don't really fucking care. But now they're telling people. So I was watching this morning the Today Show, and they're like, "You gotta get this third booster." And we're all. You know where we're headed is to a fucking lockdown again. It genuinely feels like that. So all our friends in North Carolina, they got to mask up everywhere now.
Yeah.
So I talked to my mom this morning. Thanked her. It was our son's birthday yesterday, his third birthday. I thanked her for the gifts, and she goes, "Did you hear? They're masking up." So everywhere, indoors now, you've got to mask up in North Carolina, including the gyms. And no. Not going back to that whatsoever for me. Mm-hmm. It's going to be no for me, dog. But the fact that that's happening now, and then they want you to get this third booster on top of it, it's going to be a no-go and all that shit for me. Making up some fake vac cards so I can get into a concert on Sunday.
Don't say that.
I don't care. What are they going to do?
Arrest you?
I don't give a shit about that either.
Oh, you don't care about getting arrested?
I need a sweet mug shot, where it's just like...
Dan, can you go cut the camera to me real quick? This is a comedy show. Nothing we say here
is true. It does not...
By any means...
it does not reflect the feelings of anyone else in the room. Yeah.
Except for Ross Patterson.
Yes, which is fine. It's, your name's on the ticket.
No, it's not. It's actually not.
By the way, faking a vaccine
card
isn't?
No.
Is apparently a federal crime.
Is it really?
Yeah, because it's CDC.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're just joking, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
That's why it's just a joke, and we would never.
Of course. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. So to go to this thing on Sunday, I'm gonna get a COVID test. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, you have fun doing that. I'm gonna use a fake
I would
vaccination
rather
card.
get a COVID test than.
I'd rather just
the vaccine. That's my
print
choice
one out
right now.
As if I'm in high school again and get a fake ID. It's that easy. I don't.
Okay.
We're above it now. I mean, buy these things online. So
how are they catching these people.
Yeah, how are they doing that?
I'm sure it's not at concerts.
I had a couple.
It's for jobs and stuff like that.
I had 2 friends of mine do it. So they recently had to show the card and they got it faked as well. And they were like, dude, because of the chaos and confusion that of all the bullshit we're talking about, third boosters and everything else, right? All of them there are different. Some of them are like construction paper. Delco, is yours construction paper?
More or less, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I think like a bouncer at a concert is not going to be equipped to like tell if it's fake. But I think if you're doing it for your job or something like this and you do a fake one, that's more of a scanning situation. Don't you think?
I don't think so. No. I don't think so.
Like I used a fake ID with bouncers for years.
Yeah.
That said I was 29 when I was 17. So I don't really trust them to like see if something,
No.
So at a concert, I wouldn't really worry about it. But if, again, I think these people are getting caught are more...
Not gonna do it.
For like a serious...
Is everyone a bouncer now?
What do you mean?
Like if you're a hostess, at a restaurant and you have to have a vaccine card to come in, or you need to wear, like everyone is ipso facto a bouncer now, and then has a little bit of indecent.
Or ipso facto they work
that's a great question
for the government,
or on an airline. So we have an episode coming out Sunday night with a pilot, Gear 7-4. I really enjoyed that guy. That was a fucking banger of a show. It comes out on Sunday on Drinking Bros. But he was talking about that. He was like, dude, the stewardesses have now become bouncers on a flight where you got to duct tape people to seats and all that shit.
Emboldened.
I have a theory about it. I just think everybody's fed up with the world. There was a stew on a flight the other day who said to a 2-year-old, you got to put the mask on. And she was like, my baby's 2. The mask won't stay on. And she goes, just glue it to the fucking face. And now they're getting sued and all that other shit. But that's where we're at.
I have another theory because fines on airlines have reached over $1 million. So who are they paying these fines to? The airline? And airlines are going down.
Yes.
They really make it so you are at the edge and at the end of your rope before you even get on the plane, right? And they do this every single time with delayed flights, with with da-da-da, with stewardess like being fairly mean to you, with when you're delayed, you're drinking a bunch. Like they do all these things, and then do they get the money for the fine?
I'm not sure how that works, but I think all of it is...
I'm sure they don't.
Who knows? But all of it is so convoluted and shitty, and there's so much hatred between people, not only over politics and the government, and who you voted for and who you didn't for, and especially this week, obviously. But and then as far as like what you should do for your kids, like something set me off on Twitter 2 days ago. I know that never happens, but it did. It did. And it was this fucking dude who was talking about putting masks on kids and shit like that. And that's the one thing where I'm like, no. And it showed up in my feed, obviously, because Twitter wants me to hate people. And I did. I hated him. And I go...
They know that you get more engaged with hatred.
100%. So I easily engaged. I had a few drinks and I was like, fuck you. Fuck you, your whole family, all this shit. I go, take your kids, go live in fucking fear, wherever that is. And I go, but it appears by your profile pic, you're too old to have children that age. So shut the fuck up if you're going to tell me what to do with my own kids, right?
Oh, like his kids are older and now he's saying...
he doesn't have kids. The guy doesn't have fucking kids.
Oh, okay.
And it's like... and people are like, no, we got to believe in the science. And it's like, hey, what are the numbers on children? What, did 2 kids die? But they probably had something fucked up? Like, So, no, I'm all done with all of it. But it feels as if we are headed towards a shutdown because... California is now masking up everywhere. North Carolina, I didn't think North Carolina. They got that pussy ass governor Roy Cooper. Hey, they voted for him. So look, you get for what you vote for. So congratulations, you wanted that fucking shitbag. Cool, man. Mask up, live your fucking life there. Me, I'm with Abbott, dude, in that goddamn wheelchair.
Yep.
And that motherfucker, dude, got COVID. And they're like, see, he got COVID. It's telling you not to mask up. And he gets on the news and he goes, I'm fine. Everything's fine, dude. Go back to work.
Basically what he's saying, too, is like vaccines work.
Yes.
Go get them.
Go get them if you want. Hey,
yeah.
He's in a wheelchair, and he's still fine. He's just like, yeah, I'm good, dude. Anybody with a pre-existing condition, like, I don't know, not being able to walk, is fine. It's fine. Got B, hopped back right in the wheelchair and fucking continued his day, dude.
On that tip, I just saw on TMZ that Fedora guy, Jerry Messing.
Yeah.
We put up a picture of him.
Ooh.
He is on a ventilator with COVID, and I don't know what possible underlying.
Fedora guy, huh?
I guess he's a meme. He was on Freaks and Geeks.
Oh, yeah. I know who this is. Yeah. Pop him up. There he
And
is.
so I'm
That's
just
it.
wondering what could be the issue.
Man, I don't know. I'm looking at it, right? How does this guy like this get COVID and be in the hospital?
I know.
Can you figure it out?
I know.
Again, if you have any of the conditions, fine, dude. Go do what the fucking things you do and everything else.
Like,
But,
why wasn't he vaccinated?
Who knows?
Or maybe he was. I don't know.
Maybe he was getting fedoras. I don't know. I'm all done caring about it.
Look, our numbers are pretty good. Maybe we don't ruin it with this conversation, but is what it is, right? Like,
He was half vaxxed.
What?
Oh, he only got one.
He
was in between.
He
Well,
was in the process of.
It wouldn't have mattered. He needed that. He's going to need that third
then
booster
it sounds
too.
like he had a reaction because you do get a little bit sick, right, with the vaccines. Not always, but a little bit. Same with the flu. You get a mild case, right? I'm not saying the vaccine killed him.
I mean, it depends for everybody.
It depends for everybody.
Yeah. I can't figure it out, but look, I'm sure he'll be fine. We'll send your fedoras. You know the hospital he's at. We'll send some fedoras out there for him.
I do not.
All right.
Yeah.
Go to TMZ, just the main page, and scroll down here. The way that the press has turned already against Biden is crazy to me. I just want to show it because I was on TMZ looking up this fat dude.
Okay.
That you were talking about.
And you saw the Biden thing.
The next picture of Biden, I was like, why would you use? Oh, because you've turned now. Like you've absolutely turned now. Right beneath the fat fedora guy.
Yeah. So when they use this picture,
pop that up on screen. There you go.
That's supposed to show that he's like unhinged and whatever.
Yeah. Now we've gone full bone here and just said, all right. I was surprised, like MSNBC, CNN, all of them were going scorched on Biden, and I was like, well, we've turned now. And I don't know where, real quick, I don't know where Kamala Harris is. My theory was that she got COVID with those other senators who left Texas.
Yeah.
And that she went to Walter Reed and then never returned again. I have not seen her. I don't know where the fuck she is. I think she got quarantined for 14 days. That's my guess.
Probably. Oh, I think they were even saying that she was, though. She doesn't know, but she's just going to...
Yeah, just in case.
Whatever.
So what you're saying is you didn't get vaccinated, and it's fine. I don't give a fuck. Kamala, I don't care. But you should have been there for at least some of these speeches this week. Yeah, just one of them. A couple things happened overseas. So Marcus Luttrell on Fox News this morning talking about helping to get people out of there. We've gotten a ton of DMs about it, and there's so many. I don't know what to do. Like, you've got to put troops in there and get everybody the fuck out. I think there's about 20,000 people left or something like that.
Yeah, this is a story that I could not do because I was really stressed about other things.
Yeah.
I know that sounds horrible.
No, I know, Jesse.
Are we getting out people that helped us?
Yes.
Or everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're trying to both is who we're trying to do, especially the interpreters. Yeah. Because the interpreters are just going to nuke. They're just going to murk those guys.
Okay.
So you're trying to get them both out. Because there wasn't that many. So you're like, all right, great. Let's save the people that helped us out while we were over there.
So we're not trying to just like help everybody, women and children, all of that.
No,
it's literally
said
just people.
Fuck it to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Women and children. What? Those don't exist over there. Come on, James. They're all wrapped up. Every painting is being brushed over. You can't have females in that country. You know that, James.
Gosh.
It's like it's run by Sean Connery. Oh, a little rap on the beak.
It's sad that our day is over. Gosh.
As America?
No, women.
Oh, yeah. It's done. It's all done.
We were really starting to get somewhere.
Yeah. It's all done. And I mean, the cases that are coming, even though this weird Trevor Bauer story that's going on, Jesus Christ. Like, that's a crazy one.
Trevor Bauer.
Pitcher for the Dodgers. This woman filed sexual assault charges against him, right? And was trying to get this permanent restraining order.
Okay.
So this thing is now at some form of trial. I don't know if is it a pre-trial, Bob?
It's kind of like a deposition or pre-trial.
To decide whether or not they're going to charge him?
Well, the Pasadena police are like still investigating, and then let me look it up real quick. It's not a trial.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a trial.
So as soon as I saw the name Sean Hawley attached to it, I was like, oh, shit, okay. Sean Hawley is the black female lawyer who repped Lindsay Lohan during all that shit. She's a fucking gangster.
Yeah.
Great lawyer. Great attorney. Like, one of the best there is.
Who's she repping?
Trevor Bauer.
It is a hearing to determine whether the temporary domestic violence restraining order against him will become permanent.
Mm-hmm. And so with this, like, I know her quote is right around $2.5 million. Now, Trevor Bauer's got that money, so it's fine. But it is over rough sex. That he's claiming it was rough sex. She's claiming she was raped when she was passed out, and she got choked out. That he choked her with her own hair and then punched her repeatedly in the vagina. But there's text messages from her later on saying, "I like it rough and raw, and I can't wait to see you," and all this other shit. And it's a crazy fucking story.
Essentially the discovery, I guess you could call it, the cross examination was not kind to her.
Well, I
don't mean the lawyers were mean. I mean, things turned.
Having been in a
she didn't do herself any favors.
Well, here's the thing. Having been in these lawsuits, when in the discovery process, you have to turn over all your text messages, right? They might not be favorable, but you got to do it, because if they find them and you didn't turn them in, you're fucked.
Sure.
And that's what happened in this case. And she had deleted a bunch of shit, and they had gotten a hold of it, and they were like, "Hey, you didn't want to leave this in here?" And say, she's just like, "I didn't think it was relevant," or whatever. I mean, she got murdered by Sean Hawley yesterday. And I'll put it to you this way. It happened to me. I was in a lawsuit, and they had asked for all the text messages during the discovery process. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to the lawyer, and I was like, "Hey, man, there's one I'd really like to delete." He goes, "You can't." And he goes, "What'd you say in it?" And I go, "I didn't say anything. It was just a huge dick pic. It was an impressive dick pic of a black man on a beach, just walking hand in dick with his lady, right?"
Sure.
She was holding him by the dick, kind of pulling him like a leash, if you were. She was nude and he was nude. And
I get it.
Yeah. Really funny picture. Mm-hmm. And I go, "Hey, it's not relevant to this case. It's just really funny." And he goes, "Well, look, you got to leave it, unfortunately, or whatever." And then I got a huge laugh about it later, where I was like, "Oh my gosh, this probably went through like 40 to 50 people of this." That was my response because the response was, "Hey, do we have like a deal on this?" And I was like, "Yeah, we've got a deal." And it was a nice like handshake between a dong and a hand, you know? Uh-huh. And I got a big chuckle out of that later, but I found out then you couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. And yes, they will come after you and get it. So they got hers, and all of it. It turned out she had fucked like 8 different baseball players. She was just a groupie.
Two that they had known of.
Well, 2 that they know of now,
yeah.
Right? Dan Holloway, my show host on Drinking Bros, was like, "Hey, there's 6 others, and they're waiting for the other shoe to drop." He named one of them. I won't say it in case it's not true. One of the players, but either way, if you're just banging, that's your third baseball player. Eesh.
What do they call those?
Baseball groupies.
Cleat chasers.
There you go.
That's
the term, I believe.
Cleat chasers. Yeah.
You know what I found out? Girls that are fuck comedians are chuckle chasers.
Oh God, that's
and
gross.
I love it. I love that name so much.
Chuckle chasers?
Well, I just felt seen. You know what I mean? I felt like, I finally have a name.
Oh, there it is. That's the photo. Shit, don't put that on screen.
Yeah, I found
That's it.
They're not going to put it on screen.
That's the one that I sent. Holy shit. Who found that? God damn it. You got a raise today. You got a raise today, Giorgio. That is the exact photo I sent where I said, "Hey, do we have a deal?" And I sent this and said, "Yes, we'll shake on it." No way did you find that, dude. Oh, that lawsuit was like 3 years ago, too. Jesus Christ. Swear to God, that's the exact picture. And look at how happy both of them are. I wish the audience could see this right now. We might have to shift this over to Patreon or something. Can we post this picture in Patreon? How does that work, Giorgio?
Yeah, I mean, we could probably post this picture on Patreon. I could just go live on Instagram right now and show this picture for the rest of the
tits
episode.
are good too.
Go to.
I want to know what procedure that is.
No, the tits are all right. They're not that great.
They're good.
No, it's behind the muscle. You want a little hang to it. You want a little hang time to that.
Yeah. I want the teardrop ones.
Yeah. Your
That are
tits are great. I'll tell you. I told you I'd tell you if you want to know. Your tits are
The
great.
day that you tell me I need, you know what I mean? The day you tell me I need a breast.
But I love your tits now. So what am I? What am I
just
supposed
saying, like,
to do?
I'm trying to think of that day in the future and how I'm going to feel, and it's going to be awful.
It's not,
if you're like, hey,
it's not happening anytime
if
soon.
you're like, hey, I think it's time.
It's not happening anytime soon, sugar tits. Okay.
Can you imagine?
I'll go Mel Gibson on you if you want.
I'm thinking I'm looking all good. You're like, I think maybe we should get that.
Back to this picture, though. I expected more from this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
More of a dong?
Yeah.
Well, he's walking on a beach. Like, that's the tough thing.
Yeah, it really
like,
is just one hand.
Yeah. But it's still hard to get a decent boner on a beach and pose, because that means somebody else is taking this photo.
Yeah, but he's not floppy. It's not like that dangler. Like, there's a little turgidity to that.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard for sure. But anyways, that was the exact photo that I sent. No lie. And I go, can we just delete this one? And they said no.
Oh,
can't
did you
do
see
that
her
for
tattoo,
Discovery.
though?
No. Zoom in on it. What is it? I see it by her pussy, but I can't
Right,
tell you
yeah.
what it is.
And it's
Oh, it looks like is that an ace of spades or like a little tiny
shade.
mushroom?
Oh, it's a spade.
Oh, is it?
I can't believe you found this photo, by the way. I'm so impressed by you right now. You have no idea, Giorgio. I will bring this up in like 30 years. Like, you'll get a text from my fucking deathbed and be like, hey, remember that time you found that dick pic in that lawsuit that I used? God damn it, that was amazing.
Also, I'm really jealous of this couple. Like, this is like dreams. For
Look
me.
at how happy they are. That's the happiest couple you've ever seen in your entire life. They're mixing races, mixing fucking pleasures. They're doing all the things right. Fluids, everything. Look at how happy they are. Never seen a happier couple in my life. Oh God, I can't believe you found that. That really brings so much joy to my heart that you truly have no idea. You really don't. Jesse knows. Like,
What?
This is nothing makes me laugh harder than this shit.
Right. Do you remember when we actually
so good.
I'd gone through the phone. Ladies know I go through the phone.
Yeah.
Usually when it's a certain time of month that I'm feeling very insecure, but I go through the phone, whatever. And it was one time way back in the day, I think newborn. Yeah, I go through the phone.
Well, we don't look. You and I don't have security codes or anything on our phones.
And
I
you
don't
can
give
go
a
through
shit.
the phone
Yeah,
and
I
it's
don't
whatever.
care. I don't care.
We don't, but then every once in a while it'll be like, you know what? And so I found on there just like a bunch of dick pics.
Yeah.
Couple of them yours.
Yes. Yeah.
They were funny.
Yeah.
Where like one was over the, what time is it?
Cockwatch, yep.
One was like through a paper plate.
Oh yeah,
And I could tell that you very crudely like ripped a hole
Yeah,
and
it was
just like
awesome.
took the picture really quick. And I'm like, and I'm like pissed. Like, who are you fucking sending? And you're like, my fraternity brothers.
Greg
and I'm
LaPlante.
like,
I know. So and I remember them too. Like,
and you had to, you were on trial and you
so
had to be
great.
like, see, and like sent it to him. And then he sent you back something else with like a guy with a weight on his dick, like holding it up.
Yep.
And so I was like, okay.
Yeah. Greg LaPlante. So that picture you're naming, that's how much I loved. I appreciate dick pics. That one was Greg LaPlante for his birthday 2.5 years ago. Love that photo. And
Sure.
I was scrambling because it was his birthday and I was like, shit. And then I found that paper plate and I drew a face on it. So what you want to do, kids, is put 2 eyes on the plate and then the dick is the nose, right? And then the balls are the mouth. But you got to make sure those holes line up evenly. Very hard to do if you're a newbie to it. I would suggest some practice, but obviously I'm a pro. I was able to pull off a sweet one with that. But yeah, it's definitely not for girls. I've never thought girls ever liked dick pics anyways. Like, and plus I didn't really have like cell phones and all that bullshit growing up. So like,
Right.
Yeah. That's not my world.
Yeah.
Now that's Giorgio's world. I mean, he's fucking living that life now. And if I had to, the pressure of that and getting the lighting and everything else, like, Jesus, dude, after doing this many shows a day.
It's such a pain.
Yes.
It's such a pain.
Be exhausted.
I like to get the content done in the morning. Mm-hmm. When I'm fresh, you try to double up on that morning wood.
Have you ever thought about sourcing out? Like, is there a site where you can just buy other people's sweet dick pics? Like, I think that would be a great one. Yeah.
Or an AI that like it, like after so many dick pics, it could just like make a new dick pic for you.
Yeah. Doing different things. Like, I'm making potato salad. Whoops, my dick fell in it. You know, things like that.
And then it could read the conversation between you and someone else, and then create a dick pic that it thinks they would like.
Yeah, like a Halloween boner.
Right.
That'd be sweet.
Like the most optimal dick pic that Jesse could receive from you.
Exactly. And I like how you're offended by this, but meantime, right before we went on air, Jesse, you wanted to do a podcast, you said. Nope, we're going to tell. We're going to tell.
Though. I'm not offended. I'm just kind of like waiting for you two dicks to stop talking about dicks. That's all.
We're going to tell the audience what you told all of us before going on air today. Hey, guys, I want to start a new podcast called Butthole Sounds.
Yeah. I was just spitballing, throwing some names
brown
out.
Sounds? You want Brown Sounds as the podcast? And I go, so what is it exactly? Are you watching people and listening to their diarrhea, and then you rate it, judge it, and say, oh, man, or try to guess what food they had?
All sounds that buttholes make. So that could be...
Oh, it's a lot.
That could run the gamut.
Yeah.
That could be sex sounds. That could be farting. That could be pooping.
Ah, got it.
Do you know what I mean?
Butthole Sounds.
Yeah.
Available on iTunes.
And then you go to the podcast and you think it's maybe going to be me joking around a little bit, and it's an hour of different butthole sounds. And they go, oh, maybe next episode she'll talk.
Nope. No, it's just butthole sounds. And then you go, and it's just you going, so you listen to it, you know, and then you go, fuck, that's diarrhea. That's not anal sex, that's diarrhea.
Yeah.
And then you go on to the next butthole sound.
Yeah. And then I could be like, oh, those are like the little pellet poops.
Yeah.
Oh, those are like the little tiny worm ones that pile up. Oh, that one was a straight shot, long, hot and long.
Yeah, hot and long.
Do you know what I mean?
You beached it. Mm-hmm. You could hear it. You beach a dump. There wasn't enough water in the bowl, and you just beached that dump.
I'm very uncomfortable right now.
Why? This is what Jessie wanted to do. This is her new show. Welcome to Tetherball Academy Media with the new show Brown Sounds by Jessie Wiseman. Well, she'll examine all the best butthole sounds. User submissions, where it's just people, you know.
Yeah.
It's a black screen, and you're like, hey, what am I doing now, Jessie? Hey, it's Ron from Kansas City. What am I doing now? Ron, if you're from KC, that sounds like you're having a barbecue shit. That's a Joe's
brisket.
shit. That's a brisket.
We call that a brisket. A burnt end.
Oh, God. So let's not be disgusted with my.
I'm not disgusted. I just said I'm not disgusted. I was just waiting for you boys to stop talking about dicks. That's all.
So we could really get into brown sounds?
Yeah, so we could really get into the things that the people want to hear and stuff that's going on right now.
Oh, boy.
Holly D, thanks, girl. Timmy D for Ross, get a wang implant, preferably with Bluetooth, and hook it up to your phone. I like it.
Somebody's saying in here, MC Cal CM is saying Mama Jeans and Jabes need to meet. They both need to because they both love Brown Talk. Look.
Yeah.
That's all we want to do.
That's when I
never want to work again. I just want to pair her up with Christina P. and call it a day. So they're coming here. Well, have they moved here? Do they live here already? Okay, they do. We haven't seen them yet.
Right? Giorgio,
do you know? Are they here?
They're here,
They're officially here, yes.
Yeah.
Where do they live? I don't know. One would think they would live by us.
They might. I'll find out.
So anyways, they're doing a live show at Paramount Theater next month, a live podcast. I just want to buy you, because we have a ticket company, I just want to put you in the front row and just be like, it's me. Can we just hop up and do a show? Yeah.
Come on.
That's it. That's all we want to see. She's in the hospital or whatever the fuck it is. So like, dude, you can be in studio.
Right.
You can be in studio. She can zoom in from home. Who cares? It'll be the biggest show on the planet. My God, man. Can we make that happen? Yeah. The two of you can do Brown Sounds together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It'd be your Beach Boys Pet Sounds podcast, you know?
Yeah.
I would would listen to it, but it's great. But the two of you guys, yes, that needs to happen. It needs to go down.
We don't need you to listen. You just need to subscribe.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. Subscribe. Subscribe.
You don't ever need to watch or listen to a show. Just subscribe. Mm-hmm. And it'll download. You can delete it, whatever.
Yeah. I got a weird one for you here. So I'm flipping through the news across all channels, right? I was looking for this Afghanistan coverage and see how it was being covered on all the cable networks, And I like to do that with big stories to see who's spinning and not spinning and all that other shit. And I'll say this is the first time ever this week that it's been covered pretty evenly across CNN, MSNBC, Fox, and all those other guys. One show that spilled over was called Gutfeld. And the guy's name is Greg Gutfeld. I know his face. I know he was on like a 5 o'clock show on Fox, but it's not like I have a favorite fucking news show on one of these networks, so I don't really know. It was weird to me because the setup of it was like a jokey fucking Daily Show-ish type of vibe where I was like, all right, cool. But he's not a comedian. Okay. And like the punchlines were way off and like his timing is off. And I don't know if he's new to the format or if it's a new format whatsoever. And it was on at like 11. And I was like, all right, cool, man. Like, who's watching this? Like, again, because the timing was off on the reads. Because he's not a comedian. He's not a stand-up or anything else. So like the jokes were it was just a hair off timing-wise, right? For all of them. And I was like, I don't know how this is going to shake out. It turns out this morning, he has officially beaten Colbert and Kimmel in the ratings for this fucking show. It's just on Fox News.
Is it news stuff or is it?
It is relating. Yes, it is news-centric, but it is told with like a jokey spin to it. But like, again, he's not a comedian. So it's very flat. There is no live audience. I watched and I was like, oh boy. Oh boy. And I thought he was decent on his that 5 o'clock show, but he was like a member of like a panel of 5 where they kind of ran around. It was like him and Kennedy and some other people. Now Kennedy's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Her timing is impeccable. And she's great. I'm surprised she's not bigger than she is right now. Maybe she is and I just don't know it. Mm-hmm. But when I saw this ratings this morning, I was like, Jesus Christ, man. This guy has now beaten everyone else. And then I remembered, I was like, well, Colbert and all those guys are right around 1 million now. So that's it. Yeah, we're looking at, 2 million. 2.1 million is what he got. And The Late Show, which is Colbert, is 1.8 million. That's it. Those aren't even higher than podcast numbers. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. But this fucking guy did it on this weird thing. And it's like, all I kept thinking was, all right, was this going to be the new format where you're just taking non-comedians, reading like news stories and shit and on news networks? Because Don Lemon feels like a performance piece now. You were watching it with me the other night, and I was like, that is going way past any news or form of news. It's
opinion news, right? So I guess if you are going to do opinion news, might as well make it funny.
Well, in Don Lemon's case, it's like he's in a theater class, it feels like, where he's acting out a scene. Because there's tears sometimes. Yeah. There's these fake like, oh no, that is just so sad. That is so sad. And he's looking directly down the camera. It's just like, the fuck? I felt like I was in a monologue class in 10th grade of like, hey, so you're gonna read this. You're gonna tell a husband that he just lost his wife and kids in a car accident. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Go to the door and tell the husband, and then you have to look in the camera and tell the thing. And I'm like, that's what Don Lemon feels like these days, where I'm like,
right.
Shit, maybe that's where it's all trending as far as that goes. Maybe that's what people want to see. I don't know. I don't want to see either of these, to be honest with you, but
yeah,
it got me thinking. I was like, shit, is this real? And I thought maybe it was just a one-time deal. And then I woke up and I saw the ratings this morning. I was like, oh, no, that's a real show they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Gutfeld is his name. Greg Gutfeld. But yeah, if that's what it is, shit, man. Who I think is great if they're going to do it is Giannis Pappas. I'm a huge fan of that guy.
Yeah.
He's been on Drinking Bros before. He's shot how many times at the studio? 3 or 4?
Yeah. He's been there a handful of times.
I love him, dude.
Is he a news guy?
Well, here's the thing. So with his setup, there's a green screen and then there's pictures behind him.
Yeah.
I'd kill to have him signed on to this network. I think he's brilliant. And if this is where this type of news and format is headed, Give this motherfucker a show, dude, on TV.
He pitched one of the greatest things the other day. I mean, just for a little plug for Yanni Longdays over there.
Yeah.
They were covering the fact that Robin is now a bisexual. I don't know if we covered that on our PR Drinking Bros coming up.
mentioned
We did. We talked about it, yeah.
But then they were talking about the live action and who to play it. And I believe his producer pitched Elliot Page.
Oh.
And that was just such a home run. And I was just like, that's...
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of gems you'll get over there at Yanni Longdays.
Love
Little
Yanni
nuggets
Longdays.
over there. Little nuggets.
Love his show. I think he's fucking brilliant. I love him. I would kill to have him on the network. I don't know where he's at.
And if you go listen, tell him we sent you.
Yeah, exactly. He's always wearing t-shirts and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, just come here. I'd love to have you here. He's awesome. Big fan of that. But that's what it reminded me of. But if you took a comedian like Giannis, popped him into this format of what Fox is doing right now, if that's where we're going, put Giannis on, dude. That's shit. Because that guy's fucking hilarious and can go forever.
Right.
And he's an actual comedian. Now they're just taking kind of talking heads and doing it. Kennedy's really good at it. But she's been doing that type of shit for 30 fucking years.
Yeah.
She was back in the MTV days. Remember?
Oh, yes. For me, that's all I remember her as. So it's a hard transition for me to be like, oh, you're serious news?
Yeah. Well, it's not.
I always thought of her as like, yeah.
But it's jokey. Like, she's got one-liners in there. So it isn't serious news. There is some one-liners in there for sure. But I hit her up on Twitter after that. I watched one of the shows, and I just said, "You're fucking awesome, dude! Like, congratulations. This is a really fun format for you."
Yeah.
She's doing great at it. But I guess that's kind of where we're headed. It feels like the Jimmy Fallons and like the Waka Waka shit is kind of done. Where it's like, all right, even the actors are like, do I have to play the game and put the fucking nose on and do
crack the egg
bit?
on my head?
Yeah.
Fucking thing. Yeah. Can I just like go and talk?
Can I live?
Can I just live?
Can I live? I want to talk about Broke Bobby here. I didn't know what this was regarding, but when I saw it, it was amazing. Broke Bobby was trending on Twitter, and it was these fucking TikTokers are making so much goddamn money. I can't believe it, dude. I don't know why you don't just sell your soul for that, Giorgio.
Is it real money though?
Yeah, it's real money.
You
real
mean
money.
why I don't become a TikToker?
Yeah. Do that. I mean, fucking A, dude.
Age,
I like to
dignity.
think of myself as an artist.
It's age.
It's mostly age, partly dignity.
Dan, you don't think with a proper diet, testosterone replacement, a little bit of like, maybe some lip filler, a tiny bit of Botox, I couldn't, pretend to be young again and get big on TikTok? Is that what you're saying, Dan?
I mean, there's filters for that, but yeah.
You got to shave your beard. You got to have a little dangly earring.
Oh, yep.
And then you got to have poofy hair in the front.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's curly now. It's all about the curly and then like the center part.
Yeah.
It's all about that center part and then the unbuttoned kind of James Dean collared shirt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So what happened with this Broke Bobby is, the TikTok people, because I know so much about it, the TikTok people.
Sure.
They're all friends and they all do each other's bullshit and whatever, move on, right?
Right.
And this friend group, Broke Bobby is what they're calling him. He makes the lowest amount of money. So he walked people through a spreadsheet, which breaks down his entire friendship group's income and availability for travel, which is awesome. Pointing out that the lowest earning member, who they call Broke Bobby, he makes $125,000 a year, and he's Broke Bobby, and he's broke off of $125,000 a year. All I kept thinking was, if you live in Los Angeles, you might be
broke.
poor. You might be
that's
poor
broke
there.
for sure.
Friend of ours is moving back to LA, and just going over the prices and everything. My God, man, I don't know how you live out there now with the tax increases for under 200. And like survive with a wife and kids, by the way. Single, you can do whatever you want, right?
Sure.
Yeah, you could find a way for
single, you could do it on
35
a year.
Yeah. But it's going to be rough.
That's what they used to call it, like the dirty back in the day would call them 30 grand millionaires because they would just like spend all of their money on the club that night, right? And then kind of like eat ramen for the rest of the week or whatever. And you could live in your studio, wherever. But Yeah. No.
Yeah, I won. What is that? I like it. What is that?
That we're just trying to connect with that TikTok audience.
Oh shit. Now I'm embarrassed.
Know nothing about TikTok. I'm not even. Yeah. No.
Well, they do. That's
I know
why
we're
they're-
putting clips up there for Drinking Bros podcast. I know there's a thing up there. Somebody runs that social media. So, hey, there is clips and they get active engagement and all that other shit. I understand TikTok is a fun thing and everything else. I'm just I'm past that. Like, too old for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You would need to know how to airdrop.
Fuck you, dude.
Fuck you, dude.
We have 19,000 computers on that desk, and it's like, oh, which one? .Mac 90 fucking 43. Just go to that one.
Just whichever one pops up. Look, we don't need to do this.
We don't.
But anyway,
I can label them fun names now.
Yeah. And so, by the way, because somebody hit me up and they were like, why didn't you get the new computer? I don't understand. I did. So I bought the new computer. That was originally going to be mine. And then I thought it was a piece of shit. So I gave it to you.
Thanks.
I don't like that scroll bar at the top for all that bullshit. They're eliminating that in the next one, right? It's supposed to be next month. Apple boy.
The MacBook Air, I think, doesn't have it, I don't think.
Yeah, actually the lowest end model doesn't have it. So if
Yeah.
they hate it that much, you can go ahead and get the Air.
Yeah.
As far as the new computers coming out, I think we got pushed a little bit to maybe like late October.
And that's fine.
They have the scroll bar?
No scroll bar. So
Oh,
that's
no
what I'm waiting for. I don't
Maybe.
I don't like any of that shit. Yeah, I like the simple button. So does everybody else, apparently. That's why they're getting rid of it. The other thing that
I
I
like
read,
it.
by the way, is with the new phones, because now that this thing is melting down, essentially for everybody, SIM cards are starting to go out, batteries are going out for everybody. Oh, is the new phone coming out? You don't say, Apple. They're going to be a terabyte, brother.
Yeah, they'll probably increase the memory somewhere.
Yeah, now that I can get down on.
Well, here's why.
I
It's
need
'cause
that space.
They're unlocking new features for the phone. They're unlocking more professional style features as far as photography and video. And so you'll hear these phrases called like HDR or pro photo or ProRes video. And it's basically it saves a lot more information. And so your phone will fill up a lot faster now.
Got it. You got to find that camera, though.
Yeah, you want me to
there
slide
it is.
over?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll slide over. I'll hang over real quick.
Oh, Bob moved over. He was.
Yeah, his wife
Is
watches.
he worried about the Delta variant?
It's okay. It's okay. He's worried about these legs. He's always worried about.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Get it,
yeah.
Giorgio. Get it.
The more important, so they're going to upsell you. Basically, photos and videos will take up more space. You got to buy bigger sizes of memory. It'll cost you more money. It'll cost more money than it probably should.
I'm sure.
In about 2 phones, we're going to lose that charge port.
Yeah. Well,
It's going to be all wireless charging. You're going to hate it.
yep. Everybody's going to hate it.
But it's coming.
It's coming, and it's all coming, and it's all going to be worthless. But that's when I'll get the new computer, and we'll do all the things. I just don't want that. I didn't like the newest one.
Okay.
And it just came out. Really want to talk about Ric Flair. Can we show this photo? Is the question. Can I get a group answer? There we go. Yeah. You can't hear it. A lot of woos. Woo!
Oh,
Ric
okay,
Flair.
okay,
Are we
okay.
allowed to show this photo? Because there is no
This should be fine.
sex shot. Okay. All right. Ric Flair's back, baby. Is that on?
What?
Is that on screen? Yeah. Ric Flair's back, baby.
Okay.
He's going down on the one, right?
Yeah.
Those hands and feet look
Old.
old.
Well, so his wife is.
foot is-
Oh, that's his wife?
His wife is older, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Looks like an old foot. Yeah, but that makes sense.
Now, is this-
Looks like an old foot.
It makes sense. His wife is. She's in her 50s.
I'm
late
saying,
50s.
is
Yeah.
it his wife?
Yeah. He's back, baby.
Is it his wife? Yes or no?
What vehicle is this? Is this a shuttle? Is this an
So,
airplane?
okay, great. So let me.
I think that's a Sprinter.
Let me give you the backstory to this photo. Okay, so Ric Flair is now denying this today. Allegedly, this photo was taken on a train, and he goes, "Ric Flair don't ride trains, bro."
Oh, so they're saying it's not him?
He's saying it's not him.
Look.
He would own it.
I don't.
Yeah, I think he would.
I don't
He
think he would, man.
would. Why?
Because he's got kids. His
doesn't
daughter's the
he
champion
does-
of the world right now.
Does
Dude.
not care.
From my limited real life experience with him, he's kind of uptight and a little bit of little man syndrome. So I think if something caught him off guard or he didn't want it out like that or it was like weird.
Little man, how tall is he? I've never met him.
He's tiny.
Really?
Yeah, he's all like 4'11".
That small. He's not 4'11".
He's
no.
5'4". He's 5'4".
You met the wrong guy.
He's 5'4". His son used to wrestle in North
You
Carolina.
met Mitch Flair.
You actually met that's good. You actually met that guy, which is he's impersonating
Right.
Ric Flair all over the
Look,
place.
pop that photo up. That looks like fucking Ric Flair. Look at how big that man.
Well,
look at
look.
the hair, everything else, and like, yeah, dude.
There's
Ric Flair's
one way
back.
to. I mean, you can find out if the wife has that tattoo
yeah.
on the.
Oh shit! Yes, if she's got that tattoo on her left ankle. Now the problem is, and because I was thinking about this on the drive
Not his
over.
wife.
Yes. What if it wasn't his wife and he's saying no, this isn't me, and he was just tonguing somebody else's box? Like, it could be a possibility. So maybe that's why he's denying it.
Also, could be like a little junior soprano where his generation thinks it's a sign of weakness.
Oh, that's right. Like men don't do that. Real men don't do that.
That's the whole thing in
Real men
Sopranos.
don't
It
what?
is.
Go down on girl?
Yeah.
In Italian culture.
Really?
That's dumb.
That's why I don't fuck with the Italians.
You gotta put
Sure.
You gotta put the douche in the gagoosh.
The douche and the gagoosh. Ric Flair's back, baby.
Okay, yeah. So is this what picture is this, Bob? It looks
Oh,
like
yeah, what do
maybe
we got?
can see an ankle.
What do we got
no?
here? Can we see an ankle of her?
Nah. All right.
Man, so it's my money's on Ric Flair that it's him. If I was a gambling man, which I am,
How old is he?
mybookie.com promo code Drinking Bros doubles your deposit. He is 73, 4,
And how long has he been with his wife?
a while now, a while.
They're not doing that.
He's 72, and they've been married since 2018.
They're not doing a move like that.
Come on, it's Ric Flair.
Is
though.
it?
Look at this gross kiss.
Yeah.
Oh,
And look at that. Okay, so great. Is that full screen, Bob?
That's
Okay.
that's her.
Perfect.
That's
Yes.
that foot.
That's that foot, right? That's exactly what
I guess-
Now I'm saying that the foot matches the rest of this body and look. Yes, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes to this. And look at that kiss. Yeah, dude. If they're fucking tonguing out like that,
Is Charlotte Flair his daughter?
yes, she's
wow.
champion of the world, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Giorgio,
that's why I don't
calm
think you can get it
down.
out. Yeah,
I can see you looking at her.
she's
profile.
tall. She looks tall. She looks tall. So Rick, you're saying Ric Flair's a small man? What's his height?
Yeah.
He's definitely not 4'11".
He's like a wrestler.
He's like 5'4".
No.
No, like a 5'10", 5.
I would say, I thought he was like 6'2".
If his profile says 6 foot, then he's 5'9", 5'10".
I'm about to find out.
He went from Space Mountain to Expedition Everest.
Yeah, he did. Goddamn right he did. Ric Flair, dude. He's back. He's back.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
This says the WWE listed him at 5'11".
Thank you. That means he's 5'9".
You might be, Giorgio's right then.
With scoliosis, he's 5'7".
4'11".
He's not 4'11".
Yeah, but he's also not Hulk Hogan, heavyweight champion
He's
of the
not
world,
Prince.
6'3".
Prince was 4'9".
Like
right.
you're in a room with the man, you're like, oh.
American Russ Works says, does the foot match
Okay.
the drapes?
I've found a picture of his wife
Okay.
where showing the same part of the leg, and I'm not seeing a tattoo. So here's zoomed in on his wife's leg. It's
Okay, go
out-
further.
It's going to be on the side,
It's going to be on the
though.
side, though,
It's
Bob.
going to be about right here. This is showing most of the calf here.
So it's going to be on the outside.
So it's kind of on the back. It's not perfect,
yeah,
but
yeah,
you would
yeah,
think you'd see a little bit. I don't see.
Could be new.
Could be,
Also could be on the other leg.
could be a new tat, you
It should
know?
be
Someone
the
was
same
taking
leg.
it with the selfie camera.
Oh, you could have
From
mirrored it?
behind it,
Yeah, you could have
yeah.
mirrored it. You could have flipped it in post.
Because they were trying to get that without being suspicious.
Yeah.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't
I mean-
be suspicious.
Also,
Don't be suspicious, James.
who cares?
The world. Ric Flair's back. This guy cares.
This is a full side shot of her leg now.
There we go. All right, zoom in on it. Oh, is it going to be her? Damn it, Rick. Oh, no. There's no tattoo. There's no tattoo.
No tattoo.
Is there
that
any
is-
cover up on there? Oh, boy, Rick.
It's a real skinny gal, too, that he's flexible and skinny. That he's with. Old, flexible, and skinny. So I don't know.
I don't know. It's tough to call. I want to believe it. You know? Because
It may be him. It just may not be
I read
the
his
wife.
book.
And therefore, you're never going to know.
I read his book.
Because he's going to deny
And
it.
he was like, dude, I was a terrible, like I was fucking everybody and everything else. So like, you know.
Yeah, so my guess is that it's not his wife. It is him. He's denying it.
All right. I'll go with that. And I'm going to say this. She got a new tattoo a couple weeks ago. They're madly in love, and they just could not wait a second longer, and he had to go down on her in that train. Okay? Yeah, that's all I'm saying. You know?
Sure.
It was a risky business moment.
With
Let's do it on
hormone
the train.
replacement, anything is possible.
Yes.
Right?
And through Christ, anything is possible, James.
Sure.
And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, which we all know, okay?
Sure.
Anything is possible. Do you have a crime corner today, James?
I do.
Yeah.
Crime corner.
Crime corner, crime corner.
Crime corner.
Crime corner.
Okay. So, guy almost loses his head when group of vegans lock themselves to duck farm machinery. Now, talked to Bob about this earlier, so we have a little bit of a video in a second, but let me just set the scene. A group of vegan activists, which, yes. There's always going to be a fun story that comes after that, right? A vegan activist group of these people in California. So is that a duck farm in Petaluma, California? Petaluma?
Yeah.
Petaluma?
Yeah.
Petaluma?
Have you ever pet a luma? Or do you pet a luma?
No.
Yeah.
I think it's Petaluma.
Okay.
California, in an effort to protest factory farming, and it almost cost a man his life. The group broke into a facility and chained themselves to the slaughter line with bike locks around their necks.
Yes.
Smart.
Yeah.
All was well and good until the processing line started moving and one man's head was wedged up against a pole. So we are, look, he gets free, okay? So he avoided decapitation and they finally got him out and it was just this really ridiculous scene, right? Almost decapitating my head from my neck. I was feeling my life leave my body as I was struggling to get out of that lock. Yeah, that you put around your own neck anyway.
Yeah.
So
did you have a steak dinner that night?
We have a little video. Hopefully we can show.
Oh, yeah, is there footage of this?
Yeah, because they shot it. This is like their mission. They're soldiers. So
the vegans documented it. Yeah, they had to show the world.
They had to show the world what they were doing. And so
we get video of this today, and we get Ric Flair going down on a girl on a train today. Does this show get any better?
It's a great show.
Get that third booster shot, by the way. Get that third booster. Okay, go get the third booster. I've got to see this video now.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. Fire it up.
So here's the soldiers.
To the animal care receptacle.
Oh, yeah. The vegan soldiers, dude.
There's no security, by the way, in a duck farm.
No.
Okay, so
Help the person
they're
behind
like,
you if they need help.
jump over the fence. Okay, come through here.
Why are they
right?
wearing plastic bags on their legs?
A lot of
Because
duck
they're
shit.
going to have to
Here,
go,
let's go
they're going to
this
have to
way,
wade through this slaughterhouse, essentially,
Okay.
which we all know it's just blood and guts all over the place.
So they call themselves vegan soldiers?
We're splitting up.
That's what we're calling them.
I think their direct action everywhere is the name.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's
Gotta stay behind me, I'll take it.
Great.
So this-
DXE or whatever.
The guy who's the leader here, he's really acting like he's a
he's
colonel.
a commander.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, fast forward a little bit.
So now they're in here. They're in the duck farm. They're going to go to the slaughtering line
All right.
and put the bike locks around.
Now
Their
those
neck.
ducks are geese.
Ducks.
They're
Okay.
ducks.
All right.
Yeah, no, we're not. It's not a foie gras situation, but
Foie gras.
foie gras.
Here he is, getting it.
Okay, you did it. You did it. All right, guys. Everybody locked and loaded?
Oh my God, they're all locked in.
Okay, locked and loaded, guys. They see us, right? I mean, we snuck in, but they see us, so they're not going to, like, make the thing move or anything,
Oh, wait.
are they?
Oh, Bob, you skipped ahead. Come on, Bob. Damn it, Bob.
Come on.
Oh, it'll go. It'll go.
Mid-roll on this bullshit.
My God,
because
dude.
once they're
you got
on,
a little trigger
all right,
happy.
here we go. Here we go.
Got a little
Yeah.
trigger happy.
we
Here we
go.
go.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, it's going now.
Oh, is it starting to move? Oh, wait.
Holy
the
shit.
the conveyor belt at the slaughterhouse is moving? Oh no. Okay. We are not prepared. Oh, here it goes. Here he goes.
Oh,
okay.
Boy.
That's a duck farmer saving his life, but
There we go. Oh. Okay. Oh, wait. So the one saving his life is
the
works
guy
there?
There's a dude with a hoodie and a
Okay, I got
beard
you.
off.
Oh, look at him. Oh, bye-bye. Sweet. Good night, sweet prince.
It would have been awesome if his head just popped off right there. Right into the duck. Right into all those live ducks. Oh, boy. Wow. I can't believe this is...
I understand you're in peace, but you're fucking.
The guy goes, I understand you're in peace, but you're fucking everything up,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. Like, we get it, dude, but just, like, go away. And this girl's like, can you get this fuck off of me now?
Hey, I got the keys. It's okay.
Holy shit, dude. Why would you post this, though? If it's this embarrassing, why would you post that is what I don't understand.
I mean...
Here's where I'm at with this
Wow.
whole fucking thing. Like, you're not ever going to stop people from eating meat. So why, instead of doing this, aren't you just shoving every ounce of your energy into getting lab-grown meat as quickly feasible as possible?
Right.
And this is how we all die.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or that, yeah. Or like start, like all these people start a farm, right? Start a farm where you raise these, whatever, the way that you want them to be raised or
Yeah. I wanted
the
to
way
see the
you
guy
want
die.
them to be slaughtered. I don't know, but
Nothing would have made me happier if he would have died. His head popped off.
yeah. I mean, I'm glad the guy didn't die, but
I'm not. I don't
So-
need that dummy out in the world.
so this article, you know how people are trying to, again, they
Darwin.
want to be comedians in the article. It's
Sure.
like, just give me the fucking facts. Although the last part sounds like you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. I'm all for the, not you, but whatever. I'm all for the ethical treatment of animals. I think we should raise our own if we can, buy local, sustainable, all of that, yada, yada. But nearly losing your head over some ducks ain't the move, Haas. So I don't know. This, this site, Whiskey Riff, whatever. They're trying to be funny. But
I love being called Haas, boss,
sure.
or chief, and it happened yesterday.
But it's a little condescending,
Oh, it's super
especially in this
condescending.
context where
Yeah.
it's like, this ain't the way, Haas. Like,
Yeah.
let's just go home. Again, the funny part of it, which we found funny, was just like, there's no security, right? There's
would
no
there be?
locked doors. Like, the fact that you're like sneaking in and like, be quiet and like, doing all the military signals to get them in there. It's
Yeah.
like, you could have just gone through the front door and probably gotten to the same exact place in the same exact time. These guys aren't watching for
No.
people breaking in. So
The other part that I don't understand is like, why not just take the ducks instead of putting your head in a bike lock?
That's theft at that point. That's an actual crime at that point.
exactly. So
So-
what they're trying to do is make it so that they can't work, basically, right? They're making it so these slaughterhouses can't. So that was the conveyor belt for whatever. So they're trying to make it.
I wouldn't have stopped
It's
it.
tale as old as time, right? Chaining yourself to the front
Yeah.
of the bulldozer or whatever, and
I wouldn't have
Save the
stopped
and
it.
it momentarily stops it, but eventually they get you out of there and they go back to work.
I wouldn't have stopped it. I would have just let this go and just been like, all right, cool, this is what we're doing, dude. I would have said something behind the scenes and been like, hey, let it go. Let it go. And let's just see all those headless people. It would have been great.
Yeah, so word to all these vegans, don't go to Ross's
Slaughterhouse?
duck slaughterhouse because he will keep the conveyor belt.
Don't
going.
you fucking stop the conveyor belt. Let it go until the last head rolls. I want to see Karen's head roll. I want to see that one white woman who just couldn't figure it out. I can't. Somebody help me with my bike lock on this. I can't figure this out. I wanted to see her
Who
fucking
wouldn't
head
have
pop
it?
off and roll down
Who
the road.
wouldn't have the key ready? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Well, there's so many. It's like what are you going to carry around, a janitor's key set of like, oh fuck.
no, I'm
whoa,
saying
whoa.
if I was putting a bike lock around my neck, I would
Right.
have the key in my hand.
But it's hard to get off. A bike lock is difficult. It's not just like, oh, okay, it's got a circular thing and the whole thing, and then it's upside down because you're not wearing it right. Humans aren't bikes, is what I'm saying.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
I
why
wanted to
wouldn't
see all
you
their heads
have-
roll. Just let them chop right off.
That would have been fun. Like, bink, bink,
Yes.
bink,
Yep.
bink.
And then right into the ducks, and then the ducks
Oh, and the ducks are eating their head.
just picking at it.
Oh,
It would have been great. And then you know what? You could have sold those ducks at a premium. Be like, oh, with his,
Yeah, 'cause they're
with his
head-fed.
grass fed. Yeah, these
They're
are
head-fed.
head fed. Yeah.
and that was Ross Patterson Revolution. No, they're head fed.
Head fed ducks. What do you mean? Oh, well, you can eat they were actually fed by real white people. Oh, yeah, like white people were feeding them? No. They actually ate white people and one Asian man, an older Asian man. So that's going to have a little bit of flair to it.
Ooh, that would be a premium. If any beef is fed vegans,
Yeah.
like human vegans, I bet that meat would be fucking primo.
Oh,
dude.
amazing. I remember having foie gras for the first time ever. And they were like, yeah, you can only get it. It was in L.A., and you could only get it.
Remember when they banned it?
Oh, yeah. They banned it, and then you could get it at one restaurant, and this restaurant was fucking sold out. And a friend of mine knew the person, and he was like, hey, we're going to go and get this foie gras. We have to have this foie gras. And so we sat down, and I was like, man, I didn't even ask, what is it? Is it, what is it? And they were like, oh, don't they overfeed a goose?
Oh,
or
it's actually the most. If you're going to do anything, try and stop that shit, right? So if you've ever seen the videos of how foie gras comes to be,
Yeah.
what it is, the deliciousness, you won't eat it.
Don't they overfeed like a goose or something like that, or
It's
a duck,
a
or
force feeding,
Yeah.
like in one go, like a force feeding, fattening up to like a disgusting,
level?
uncomfortable level,
And
so
then
that their liver is just full of fat.
Yeah. So they explained this story to me at the table, and I was like, all right, great, I'll try that.
Sure.
No
Goose liver.
no bigs for me. I didn't like the taste of it though, so I wasn't into it. And I
Are
was
you
like,
kidding me?
Yeah. Do you like it? You like foie gras?
Yeah, I'm
don't.
not a fucking idiot.
I know. So I will say this. So at the table, there was, I think, six of us.
It's amazing.
There was six of us. We were split 50-50 at the table. Where I was just like, It's a little
So
too.
you were split losers and
Here's why. It's a little too loose for me. Like, it's a little too jelly-like. I don't like my meat to be like jelly-like, I like it to be.
it's not necessarily meat that's like a steak. It's a liver. So have you
I
ever had
understand
any
that.
other liver?
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
a,
Yeah,
I'm not a
yeah.
liver guy, right?
No,
it's a
I'm
little
not
too
usually
loose.
either. But when you get that crust on the outside
Yeah.
of both sides of the foie gras,
Foie gras.
and then the inside is like cooked enough that it's not jelly, but it just sort of melts.
Yeah. See, you're too close for me on that one. Like, scallops is about as far as I'll go as far as like how loose the meat is, where I'm like, all right, I love scallops. But the foie gras was not my jam. I was like, cool. And then the bill came, and I was like, oh no. How much is that?
Yeah,
Oh, we're
because
doing foie gras? Okay.
Yeah, it costs a lot for that kind of
Holy
torture.
shit.
But yeah, like I would definitely, if I were going to put a bike lock around my neck, it would have to only be for that,
Yeah.
for the foie gras
I got
situation.
you know what? I got shamed at that restaurant too. The
I'm sure
guy
you
came out.
did.
It was a older Asian man who came out. And was like, eat the rest of it. And I was like, oh no, I'm just saving
Wait,
it
you
for
were
the rest
having
of the meal.
goose liver at an Asian place?
Yeah, it was a sushi place. I had it at a sushi place.
I'm so sorry. What?
I can tell you what sushi place it is too, if you want to. It was in the valley. It was in a strip
No.
mall next to a thing.
You don't have goose liver at an Asian place.
Yes, you do. 100%.
Okay, it's
Is
more
it-
of a French delicacy, but sure.
It is. But Izakaya in the valley, right over the hill in Los Angeles, had the foie gras. And that's what we had it at. And then I got chided for not eating all of it. And I was like, no, I'm going to save it for later. I totally was not going to save it for later. But that place was so packed that it was one of those restaurants where you get like 40 minutes and then they throw you out of there.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, no, you're on the timer. Like, you got to eat and get the fuck out of here. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, you got to make your decisions fast. And if you wanted the foie gras, you'd call in advance. I tell you what, you can text I went with Clayton. You can fucking text him after the show.
So I'm going to ask him.
Yeah.
You went to a Japanese place and a China
No.
man
It was a sushi place.
which is Japanese.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whatever, man. It's fucking Asia, dude.
But izakaya.
Oh, sorry.
And then a Chinese chef came out. I'm just trying to get all of the
Whatever, dude.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And then the Chinese and then shamed you for not eating your foie gras.
I'm gonna have to.
I'm just very confused. That's all. That's all.
My uncle fought Chinamen in Korea, and that's all you guys need to know.
Can you say Chinaman? Can you even say
when you're
that?
referring to that, yeah.
Look up
Context.
izakaya in the valley foie gras. I'll do it. I think.
No, Bob can do it.
All right, izakaya in the valley, and then foie gras.
Bob's on his A game when I'm sitting beside
I'm not
him.
denying that they don't. I mean, they have it, right? But I'm just trying to get that you were at izakaya and then a Chinese chef came out.
It was an Asian man. I said Asian man.
Asian man.
I did not say Chinese man.
Oh.
Why does your mind go there?
I thought you
don't
said like this
see
Chinese.
countries. Okay.
If one of the super fans could rewind that and then let us know in the chat what Ross said.
Did I say
that'd be
Chinese
great.
man? I don't think I did. I said an Asian man.
How do you spell this place?
You know, I'm not sure. Just
I-S.
izakaya. Izakaya. There's one in Austin. It says this is one in Houston too.
Maybe it's a Z?
Keep it single on Jesse. Keep it single on Jesse.
Yeah,
Not on me.
as I try
I'll
and
look this up.
as I try and like phonetically spell izakaya. Yeah, I want the camera on me for that.
Yeah, I do. I want this.
What is it? An S?
It's IZAKAYA.
Yeah.
That's there's one.
Okay, here it is. It's Sherman Oaks. It looks like. Dude. And then foie gras. That's where I had it at. I'll fucking text him after the show and get the goddamn info. But yeah.
I'll be over it.
And it was
then.
expensive as shit, too.
I
I'll
know.
never forget it.
Araceli just texted me and she said she loves that place.
Oh, yes. Everybody. But you have to call like 9 weeks in advance
I'm
to get the
not
goddamn.
denying that it's a real.
Get Araceli on the phone. Is she watching right now? Let's get her on the phone.
I'm not denying that it's a
And
real
she also
place.
says, I don't think they have it.
Oh, you're a liar, Araceli. Get her on the fucking phone, dude. I'll call her right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Is she watching the show?
The Japanese
Hello?
word izakaya.
You're live on air here. We've got a real pickle on our hands, Araceli. So
I love Isakaya, but I've never had the foie gras there.
Okay, Isakaya. What the fuck? I mean, where are you from now? Now you're making
we
fun of them.
know where she's from.
I said Izakaya.
Okay, Isakaya.
Valley girl accent.
Okay.
I don't know.
You never had the foie gras there, but you know what I'm talking about. It's a strip mall and it's next to like the dog groomer.
I'm not denying
Yes.
Right across
that they
from where
have
I go
foie gras.
to the Blue Dog Tavern with Frida.
Okay, I don't know who Frida is.
Her dog
Oh,
bro,
yeah, that's
and
right,
we've
Frida
actually
Kahlo.
talked about it a million.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forget. I forgot how Mexican you were that you named your dog after the Salma Hayek movie.
Oh my god!
What? It's true, and that's all we know
And
her
not
as.
the real not
No,
the real person.
We don't know her. I know her as Salma Hayek, where it's like, all right, cool. Everybody wants to bone Frida Kahlo. You've never had the foie gras there? How do I even?
No.
It's not on the menu.
No, you have
It's
the
not on the
spicy
menu.
tuna over crispy rice. You have the albacore sashimi with jalapenos. You have the hand-baked crab rolls. Like, I've never had the foie gras there.
Okay.
But now I'm going to have to ask for it.
Fuck, dude. Do I have to get clean on the goddamn? I think he's shooting something.
No,
Or else I get him on.
that would be.
I love you, Araceli.
Ridiculous, right? That would
love
be
you.
ridiculous.
You too, guys.
Let's see. When was? There's an article here about when to find the fucking year, and they were calling. Oh my god, this is classic LA. When they pulled all the foie gras, everybody they called it foie gamageddon. Come on, dude. I'll give it to him for that. Fuck it, I don't
Really?
care. The
Foie-gras-mageddon?
Fopocalypse also is what they were calling it. Yeah, dude. Limited places here. Jeez, you could get fucking back in the day. You could get it at Sushi Roku out in Pasadena too. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Sorry, Jabes, but yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, 6 staple dishes that you should order at it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, told you. Can I get an apology?
No, you didn't prove anything. We haven't found it yet.
I'll get him. I'll get Clay on the
Right?
show. I'll get him on the show. We'll find out, dude.
I have 3. You, Bob. We have 3 people looking for it.
It's fine. We don't. I had it there. Like I was there. I'm not, this isn't a Brian Williams situation. I was there.
I mean,
Mandela effect.
We're just trying to, we're just trying to make sure that it did happen.
It did.
We just don't want to have anything like that on this show.
I did not enjoy it. That's why.
That you did something that you didn't do.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I mean?
But I did not enjoy it, and I remembered where I had it and why I didn't enjoy it, and that's the last time I had it.
I also saw the movie Shazam.
You never saw that movie.
Because I swear
it didn't
I saw
exist.
it.
It didn't exist.
I will go to the grave.
Yeah.
Nobody has seen Shazam.
I
No.
have fond memories of Sinbad as a pirate.
Kazam you saw with Shaquille O'Neal, but you definitely didn't see Shazam.
He is a terrible actor.
Sinbad. Yeah.
I
Sinbad
thought
was a pirate.
Shazam was with Zach Pugh.
That's the new one.
Oh.
But this was a genie one where Sinbad was a genie out of a bottle and all other stuff.
And it was called Shazam?
Yes.
No. So there's this thing called the Mandela effect.
No,
right?
I know it.
Right. So everybody thinks that they know this movie Shazam with Sinbad, and it's never existed ever in the history of man. And everybody was positive it did. We actually did a show with it back in the day on Drinking Bros. It was with Rocco. And Rocco's like, hey, man, you ever heard of this? And we started talking about it, and he goes, I was like, no, I've never heard of the Mandela effect. And it was like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, right? And he goes, yeah, like Shazam, that movie with Sinbad. And I was like, oh, yeah, I've seen that. And he goes, no, you haven't seen that. It doesn't exist. And I was like, oh, what?
You're not wrong. You're from another universe.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen it. Like, I will go to the grave saying I've seen that movie.
Yeah, and no one is. It does not exist.
See,
so,
I see.
This is not a Mandela effect.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
I can describe the boat. I can describe the sword.
There
that
should
Sinbad
be
carried.
No.
Hush.
He shouldn't be on a boat. He's a genie. All right. If you're in a bottle and that goes overboard,
what is the genie
congratulations.
movie then with Sinbad?
There isn't one. That does not
There
exist.
has to be.
No, there's no fucking Sinbad movie.
Do you
with a
remember
genie.
it too, James? Like it's
No, but
visceral.
Guys, I'm fragile. And you know my brain is very small. So like you could get me to think that.
My hands are small, I know, but they're not yours. They are my own. I used to love Jewel as a youth.
Same.
Everybody made fun of me. All my friends made fun of me. They were like the Snaggletooth.
Kermit the Frog.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everybody was like, what are you going to do when that tooth fucking gets clipped on your dong? And I was like, God damn it, dude.
You just want to listen to her play acoustic guitar,
That's
put
it.
your head in the lap.
In a fucking back of a van in Alaska. Ugh. That could have been where Christopher McCandless or Machambliss, whatever the fuck his name is. That could have been where he was really going. Just to find Jewel in the back of that van in Alaska and be like, is she there? Or is Jewel and her huge tits still there? Or no. Oh, she's not homeless anymore. Okay. Okay, cool.
Wow.
What?
I'm just looking up this Sinbad thing.
That's not real.
I know. It's
Oh,
crazy.
you feel like you saw it too.
Yeah. I feel like I just have an image of it.
No, you don't, James. You don't. It's great. Yeah, we did a full episode on this maybe 3 or 4 years ago on Drinking Bros. Full episode about Sinbad.
I think Sinbad
you
is
guys know-
compromised.
Maybe.
But you guys know I'm very susceptible.
Hey, Dan
to
just walked in.
groupthink, so.
Dan, Shazam, Sinbad, movie or not a movie? He's a genie.
Are you asking if it exists?
Yes.
Yes.
No. See, Dan just said yes, and it doesn't exist. Everybody thinks it does. It did not. Yes. Yeah. There he goes. Oh, Mandela effect? Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. What I would like to do, though, if we were fucking massively rich, is just make that movie with Sinbad and call him up and be like,
Is
hey,
the
dude, let's make it.
confusion with the Kazam movie? Is that
Yes.
okay?
No,
and people think that
Yeah, but I think that's BS.
they saw.
Yeah.
No, they're confusing the two, and they're like, and then they're just picturing Sinbad dressed like a genie because he's a fucking brown guy, and it's like,
And
I
I-
could see him in a turban. Why not?
Sure.
Why not?
That, but like I think there was some kind of movie poster that it's like Sinbad like behind, you know what I mean? Like
No.
face poking out from a different movie.
He's the lead, but he's not the lead, and he helps pirates in some way, and like they rub it on.
You
a
know
ship.
what
like,
it is? You know what it is because his like fucking outfit, like hammer pants that he used to wear, were like these like striped hammer pants.
Yes.
Just for his straight up act.
He looked like a genie. So when we did the show, I said this. Here's how far I went with it. I told Rocco I could even describe the movie poster. I was like, there's a bottle, and he's out of it, and he's in the full Sinbad shit. The full Shazam shit.
Yeah.
And then he's going like this, like, and that's what I thought the movie poster was like. And he was coming out of the bottle and the whole thing, right? And that's how I envisioned it. And I described all of it, and I was wrong. That's not true. It's not a movie.
The one that I don't know if it's Mandela.
Yeah, you also literally described Kazam's movie poster.
Oh, did I really? What is Kazam?
That's what I mean.
It's with Shaq.
It's with Shaq.
Put it up on the thing.
So that's why I was like,
but it's the wrong shade of purple.
I've never seen this film.
Like,
oh fuck yeah, dude.
So that's what people are confused.
That's just what a genie looks like.
That's what a genie looks like. Yeah.
No,
because we're all dumb.
Shazam is that royal purple. It's like a really rich, like vibrant, like royal purple in the movie poster. It's like almost like on the redder spectrum. It's like this is not it. And it's Sinbad is not Shaq. Like everyone knows Shaq, and it's so cheesy and terrible. This movie like wasn't that.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
yeah. I'm not wrong. I witnessed a miracle of astrophysics.
Yeah.
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 The one that I don't know if it's Mandela effect, but stuff like, is it Sex in the City or Sex and the City?
Okay.
Bernstein
No,
Bears.
it's Sex and the City.
Really?
Yes, but because that's what everyone says, and it's just sort of gotten into this. But it has never been Sex in the City.
Huh. I thought it was Sex In. I thought we were having sex in the city.
No,
It's
it's
Bernstein
Sex and
Bears?
the City.
No, it's not Bernstein Bears.
What is it?
Bernstein.
Look it up.
It's
Is it?
Berenstein.
No.
No, look it up.
That's like Jews
What are
in
you
Hollywood
saying it
who
is?
have the last name
I don't know what
Wiener,
it
and
is.
there's it's wine or
What
it's
are you
wine or-
saying it is?
Bernstein Bears.
It's Berenstein.
Berenstein? Mm-hmm. Fuck that dumb shit. The Berenstein
I'm
Bears.
just saying.
It makes them sound like fucking warlords.
There was an animated film in 2003 called Sinbad: Legend of the Seven Seas.
Ah, maybe.
Not starring Sinbad at all.
Sure.
Really?
Sinbad.
It was just a voiceover?
Just animation.
One of the best in the biz to do it, Sinbad. Maybe we'll get him on the show one day. Who knows? I don't know. We got fake news coming up here in a few minutes, kids, on this same channel. If you're listening to the audio show, we do have a video channel. We would like you to subscribe to it. Drinking Bros Podcast is obviously on there. Ross Patterson Revolution, American Party's on there. All of the things are on there.
Butthole Sounds.
Damn it.
Is soon coming.
That's
to...
Jesse's new show, Butthole Sounds, will be on there.
Okay.
And we're really looking forward to Brown Sounds. I'm going to go Brown Sounds.
like-
Butthole is a little too violent. Yeah, Brown Sounds is good for the name of that show. You and Christina P.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, workshop it. I like Brown Sounds a lot, though. And as always, we appreciate you leaving the reviews, the 5-star reviews, and the reviews on iTunes. It's the only thing that helps us with advertising and all that shit and the charts and everything. I don't know why, but please continue to do so. Don't be dicks. This show's free. Damn it, it's free. Damn it. For Jesse Weissman, a.k.a. the Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Fake news is coming up, kids, on Drinking Bros. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.